I just feel like people need to understand that what you see first, like in the beginning, at first impression, is not who someone fully is. There's always more to a person than what you see on the surface, and more to a person than what you see in the first impression. Whether it's good or bad, you'll find out later as things unravel when you get to know them more. Welcome again into my bathroom. Every time I'm in the bathroom, you know that the tea's about to be good, okay? There's no tea to be said. I don't know, I just wanted to fucking rant today about how I feel misunderstood and I constantly have to deal and face with people literally thinking and making assumptions of me where I feel overlooked for who I really am. It's like this constant like, oh my god, like, you're so innocent, you're so this. Like this perception of me that people tend to have and feel like they can walk all over me. People need to stop projecting their fantasies or their idea of a person onto someone else. Because yes, I do think that, okay, I also hold a responsibility to show who I am on the surface as well for people to know who I am. You get what I mean? However, it's a two-way street at the end of the day. Yes, I have a responsibility I have full responsibility of my own emotions and how I hold myself and my own identity. No one has responsibility over that. So however I feel, whatever I think, that's all on me. So everyone has a right to their own perception and their own opinions of me, even if I feel that they are wrong. That's the thing. That's why it's so hard for me to get mad at them, because I can't get mad at you for how you feel and what you think, because there's a reason why you think that way and feel that way. However, I just feel like people need to understand that what you see first, like in the beginning, at first impression, is not who someone fully is. There's always more to a person than what you see on the surface, and more to a person than what you see in the first impression. Whether it's good or bad, you'll find out later as things unravel when you get to know them more. Like, that's what I learned this since I was a kid. I feel like I've just kind of known this. I mean, that comes with a blessing and a curse, because, like, I do tend to see people's potential a lot of times, and, like, I've been in a lot of friendships that kind of backfired on me because I've been doing that, like, overgiving, blah, blah, blah. I don't even want to get into that. But, yes, like, it comes with a curse. However, it pisses me off when people do that to me. And I'm just genuinely just wanted to vent and just rant about this right now. Like, even though I know logically I can break it down where I fall wrong, where they fall, whatever. But I just want to say, I'm so mad at people thinking I'm so innocent or I'm this fucking, like, fragile little person or whatever they see me as. Like, first of all, I'm a tall woman. How the fuck what gives people the impression that I'm so fragile? I mean, maybe because I'm so nice. Like, yeah, I'm nice to people, but, like, I think, like, a lot of people don't know how to hold a nice person. They don't know how to receive, like, genuinely the kindness of a nice person, where they feel like they're kind of entitled to that. So, therefore, when I act outside of their expectations, I get pushback for it, or they get kind of, like, baffled or surprised. Now, that's where I feel like people fall short. I feel like people are wrong. Don't give me pushback for when I'm acting outside of your expectation of me. I'm truly unraveling who I am. And whenever I do something that's out of character, that seems out of character to them, it's like, oh my god, that's not you. How the fuck would you know who I am? This is who I am. I'm showing you that. Me acting this way is not me acting any different. It truly pisses me off. Even talking about it right now, I'm truly heated. Like, I'm not heated by, I hate the people saying these things. I'm just frustrated that they think these things and they're saying these things. That's why, whenever I find out a new side to a person, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, you're acting so different. Like, I'm not acting different. I'm truly acting like me. And the more you get to know me, you're gonna see more sides of me that's gonna make you think I'm acting different. Like, oh my god, who is this Lydia? This is the real Lydia that you're seeing, because I'm comfortable with you to show you this. Before, you simply just saw a mask, a composure of me. Of course, I'm still gonna always be composed. I'm not gonna, act like erratic and stuff like that. But it's just like, when you're comfortable with somebody, you're gonna show sides of you that you held back before, because I'm trying to show you the best impression of me. The first impression is always the best one. Like, I'm trying to, impress you. Like, hey. Like with any person that you meet, whether it's a job, it's a fucking friend, whether it's a romantic interest, like teacher, whatever the fuck. I'm gonna always show my best side, my best self. And I'm always gonna be composed. It's simply a mask. Not that it's not genuine. It's just like, that's just how people are. We all have a mask. We all do. It's not something like, it's only ingenuine when you're doing it with a ulterior motive in mind. You know what I mean? Like, if I have like a different side of me that I put on with an ulterior motive of like, oh, I want to use people, I want to get something out of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, if it's from a manipulative intention. As I get to know you, don't tell me you're being different, you're acting different, this is a new side of you, this is not new, this has always been there, it's new to you. That's the thing. People need to acknowledge that. It frustrates me because it's like, bro, like I'm not surprised by people's new sides of them. It does not surprise me because I expect that there's always a different side to somebody. Whenever I meet somebody in my head, I'm like, this is you. But I know there's someone else behind that as well. I just need to get that out. But yeah, I am not innocent. I am not this innocent, fragile person that people think I am. That is all simply just a fucking projection. That is literally an expectation that you have of me, an idea of me, this like I hate saying fantasy, but that's the best word I could say because it's just like this idea that they like of me, that they want to accept of me. Sometimes you also choose. Like, you're in control of your perceptions of people too, that's the thing. I'm not in control of people's perceptions of me, but people themselves are in control because you either see what you want to see, but if you're highly self-aware, you'll see what you see. And you'll also be able to see past what you see too. Now, that all depends on how self-aware you are and also how aware you are of your surroundings and of the unseen. Like, I'm not surprised by people's like unraveling of themselves. That's the best word. Unraveling of yourself. Every time you see a different side of me, I'm simply unraveling another side of me, a part of me that's always been with me. I'm just simply showing you that because it just shows to you that I'm getting comfortable with you. And if you don't see that unraveling, that just simply means that I'm not comfortable with you yet. That's just how I am. I just like to compose myself, to guard myself and compose parts of me that I don't want everyone to see, that I don't feel like everyone deserves access of easily. You know, like, at the end of the day, you're people, as people, we are a temple. We're a sacred temple. Our souls are very sacred. Our being is very sacred. Your energy is very sacred. Energy is very sacred, so you must, your energy is very sacred, so you must always protect it. Okay? You must always protect your energy. That's why, like, a certain level of guardedness is healthy. Not too much, but a certain level of it is healthy. But also being open enough as well to open yourself up to people and receive whatever they have for you. Like, you know, good people, of course. And they can do the same for you to be able to build connections with people in general. So yes, you must always protect your energy. And I know this, and I always try to. But it's so hard when there's people like that trying to project their... I don't want to say fantasy. I hate saying that. When people project their idea of me. Because I think a lot of times I simply exist as an idea in people's minds. I feel like I'm not even a real person. Someone literally told me that too at work, like a year ago. And I'll never forget this. Well, technically it was 6 months ago, but it was last year. Like, I just remember word for word someone saying like, yeah, Lydia's still this, and this. But sometimes I forget she's a real person. And I'm just like, what? I'm not mad that they said that about me. Like, I'm not. I was just simply surprised. Like, you really genuinely don't see me as a real person. That's not the first time that I have, like, sensed that about people, that, you know, that, of what people think of me. But it was the first time that someone literally verbalized it in direct forms and in words. But I've always felt that people saw me as that. And I was like, you simply just put it into words how a lot of people perceive me and how I've, like, dealt with that. And it's just like that I'm this and this person, but I'm not a real person. And it's like, what am I then to you? Am I just simply just in, like, that's why I hate when, like, in the past, when people would be like, oh my god, you're such an angel. It's like, I'm not a fucking angel. I am simply a human being, okay? And I think a lot of times, like, when people, like, say all these things about you, it's like that. It just, you don't feel like a real person. You don't feel seen. I just don't feel seen. That's it. That's why when people do that, or they're like, oh my god, you act different. Like, no, I'm not different. You just didn't see me. I just want to be seen sometimes. I just want to be seen for who I am, not for what people want to see and what people, like, you know, not for only the things that people only like about me. You get what I mean? Like, I have a lot of flaws. I have a lot of, like, humanness in me that people don't see, and they kind of see me as this savior. Like, you're such this wise thing. I've always been perceived in that way since I was a kid. That's why I was always so guarded. Like, as I was way worse as a kid. I was so guarded. I was so shy. There was a point I went mute. I wouldn't talk to somebody. Like, I think 5th grade, I went mute for a whole year. I did not talk to nobody. They were always just like, Lydia, like, I was known as, like, Lydia that doesn't talk. And sometimes I'll talk randomly and it'll surprise people and I just never talk. Because I just felt like no one deserved my energy. I generally was, like, mad at people. I was like, why do people see me as this? Like, why? Why am I only good for my acts of services? Like, I'm only good for what I do for people and not for, like, who I am, you know? Like, my presence. But then, you know, years later, I realized, like, no one's responsible for that. I'm simply responsible for that, yada, yada, yada. But I've grown out of that, but it's still something that I kind of still carry with me, and that I have to kind of learn to grow out of that and to kind of implement that. And I think now I'm a lot stronger in myself, and I know myself, not to let those projections of people, like, affect me. Because a lot of the times in the world, external factors is literally what stops you from fully expressing yourself and being yourself and acting in that limitation-free mindset that as a kid it was a lot easier to access. So, yes, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, protect your energy, and I will protect my energy and stand strong with who I am. But, like, this is me. This is who I am. I'm Lydia, and even in this video, or whoever sees this, you'll get to know more sides of me. But whatever projection you throw onto me, honestly, it's okay. It's generally okay. But anyways, I just want to say, have a lovely night, because it is nighttime. It's literally fucking 2 a.m. as I record this, and I need to shut the fuck up and go back to bed. But I just needed to let this out. I needed to rant. I needed to vent, because I was mad. But now I'm not mad anymore, and I'm genuinely intrigued to see this journey of myself and expressing more sides of me, because I feel like I am, confidently, and I'm happy. I'm actually happy by getting this pushback, because it's showing me how people see me, and it's also showing me the progress that I have. Like, hey, and I'll keep going at it. So yeah, good night.